last 3 months after getting fired, we've come here to the podcast level. That's the part of the crisis I'm in.
And we're excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here.
We've reached our white man level of audacity.
Well, wait, let's pause. Hi.
Hi.
Are we calling this episode 1?
Basically.
Okay. This is episode 1.
This is episode 1. We've tried.
Guys, we had a whole podcast camp. First of all, my name is Bailey.
I'm Kelli.
I'm Halsey.
And this is Blood and Contracts. We don't know what the hell we're doing, but we hope you're along for the ride. All last weekend, we did a podcast camp here at the house.
Re-recorded many episodes.
Well, not many.
Not many.
Three.
Like
Three.
They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Well, they're here. They're just
In spirit.
Yeah. You'll see clips. I feel like it's a bit of our lore, if you will. You know, you're going to see
happened in
you're
those
going to see
beginnings.
clips of me, mostly sober,
Mostly.
in a pink blazer. Look out for those clips because she's a hot mess.
The first clip that you sent me from last weekend was you. Okay, wait. The one that you posted, actually.
I tried so hard.
I was wondering.
I scrubbed through.
I was like,
girl,
girl, did you take the most weed doped up looking little girl shot you've ever seen?
That was the least. I scrubbed through an hour of footage, and that was the best.
She took, y'all, you know what? We're of age and and it's legal.
I'm 27. Yes. My brain is fully developed.
Amen.
2 years ago.
Amen.
You know?
And we partake in the weed variety. But we're going to try and keep it.
Light edible.
She took an edible.
And it was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Sorry.
And then we tried to record.
We just can't do edibles. This is what we've learned.
Lesson learned.
The
only time it works is if you're going to go to sleep right after.
Oh,
literally.
absolutely.
Or watch a movie. That's a great Ghibli activity.
Ghibli
or Ghibli?
I honestly have no idea what you're saying.
My Neighbor Totoro?
Oh, we have to stream that. Wait for that kind of content.
Ooh,
okay, let's kind of explain what the hell we're doing here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having a quarter life crisis, a delayed quarter life crisis, if you will, because during my 25 quarter life crisis years, I was corporate girly, you know, climbing that ladder after ladder after run. And that's over now. I'm having an evolution, and over the last 3 months after getting fired, we've come here to the podcast level. That's the part of the crisis I'm in.
And we're excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here.
We've reached our white man level of audacity.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I think the world needs more people other than white men talking, and I would love to be one of those people.
There you go.
The main feedback I got from people when I asked, like, what do you want to hear in a podcast? And all of it was not a man talking.
Praise his light.
Praise his.
Kelli, why are you here? And let's explain our name too, because that's a great segue. Blood and Contracts is a joke name that my brother came up with to name our new text thread when James, when we got engaged, probably.
Something
my husband,
that,
my now husband.
Or Jansen came back over to iPhone land.
That was
well.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God.
Years of suffering through
Everything's just there.
Everything's just aligning.
It's good stuff. When that happened, there's the husband. He's the now husband. Blood and Contracts came out of his brain because we do have an affinity love for all things mom related in a very dark way. Of family lore, but
and also The Sopranos,
and also an obsession with The
Sopranos
and HBO or Max. Ugh.
I honestly don't mind calling it Max.
Why?
It flows. I go, oh yeah, the Max app.
No,
never in my life.
Or I say, like, yeah, no, I watched it on Max.
No,
absolutely not. Thank you.
You
God.
Can't pay me
and
money.
that's why Kelly's here.
HBO is so many syllables.
Oh, but it holds such
Yeah. Oh, another segue. Our lovely sound engineer is Scully. And they have just told me that I should talk about how Twitter is now X.
Oh, yeah.
But I refuse to call it X.
I refuse.
I also refuse to update the app.
Oh, I haven't. Well, I deleted it a long time ago.
No, it is still.
I can't do it.
I still have the Bluebird.
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 I cannot stand the man.
No.
He's so yucky. Where were we? Blood and
So
contracts.
blood and contracts. The reason why we're called what we're called.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Segue.
That's what I'm here.
Thank you.
Keep us on track.
Thank you.
We are sisters by blood.
God bless you, Kelly.
Bailey and I are blood related.
Yes.
That's a weird way to put it.
Sister by blood.
Biological sisters.
Ooh, yucky. And Kelly is my sister by contract because she's married to my brother. And Kelly and I have not really ever lived in the same state at the same time and never have really gotten to have like a physical relationship or bond. But I want that so much more. Yeah. And the older I get, the more I want it. And now that I'm in California, it's a lot easier to be able to get here. So
quick.
Sister by contract.
5 hours.
Here we are.
Legal obligation.
Can you guys please enter into the recording room on Slack?
Oh,
I'm there.
iPads.
We're using Slack. Oh, don't say their name. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna bleep that out.
Cut that out.
Get our
No
device.
free.
Look at this guy.
Look at him. Look at it.
Look at that damn guy.
Look at that man.
What a cutie.
What a cute.
I had the fun. I almost said fun activity of getting to be the one who married you guys. So that was,
the
honor of officiating. I'm an ordained minister.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. You may call me father.
You may call me.
Okay. I have a great question.
What is your question?
To really get to know us.
Oh, no.
And the kinds of people that we are. You have to be honest. Can I have the lighter, by the way? God, I can't wait to be in a studio where we can smoke.
That'll be for the Nick at Night episodes.
The Nick at Night. We need to name our night episodes. I cannot think of anything. Hello, husband.
Hello.
Hello. Sound like Fred Rogers.
Or the
that feels so much better.
Look at
Ambiance.
If we don't like the smell of that candle, I have this candle here as well.
Oh, what is that?
Which is a prickly pear harvest.
Oh, pears are all the rage right now.
Smell?
No, seriously.
Sophia Richie just launched a new scent with Joe Malone. Joe Malone? Joe Malone?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
It has a whole pear in each bottle. Why do I remember these things?
Pear.
I spend way too much time on social media.
You really do.
So the question.
My question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
I have ADHD in this house. And PTSD.
Some help.
And OCD.
So many acronyms.
I love all the acronyms.
I would do those
LGBTQ. How often do you shower?
Oh no.
Yes. And you
That's
have
not
to
a
be
fair
honest.
Question.
What?
That's not a fair question.
It's an absolutely fair question, and it's an honest question. And I will be honest too. And I think I'll surprise you, actually.
Kelli says they sometimes shower twice a day.
No.
And that's just excessive.
Scully says what?
That they sometimes shower twice a day.
Twice a day?
That's so much water.
That's so much water.
Drought, sir.
We live in the desert.
Am I answering this
You
first?
can if you want.
Actually? Sure, yeah. So, okay.
I'm going to give you the answer I tell people and the truth.
Love it. Love it.
Go ahead, okay.
So, every other day.
Okay.
I also wash my hair every other day, which I know you're not supposed to do.
Your hair does not look like you wash it every other day.
But shampoo, conditioner every other day.
Really?
However, depending on the activities of the day, I might rinse off. But I'm also a nighttime shower. I don't know if you want to know that.
Me
either.
Too.
Also a nighttime shower.
Yes.
Wow, we can never live in the same house, even though that's kind of something that we all want.
That's fine. That's fine. You know,
we want same property, not same house.
Well,
separate buildings.
We're gonna have to show you a Zillow listing.
Oh
no! Listen, you get a whole floor to yourself.
I need safe space for a second.
Do you like a basement?
No. I need the tree of trust.
I feel like Jansen will want a basement.
About my response to how often I shower.
Oh, we're still there.
I need no judgment.
Oh, yeah,
Safe
this
space.
is a safe space, but that's also the internet.
Oh, I know. I'm gross, and I know that I'm gross, and it's fine.
It's fine.
I tell people that I shower every other day.
Okay.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
I shower maybe once a week.
Husband.
So
That's a long time.
We both
in
made
the
the same
water?
face, by the way. We both made the same face.
I love you guys.
We both made the same face.
I know it's gross.
Is that-
I know.
Because you go a lot of places. You touch a lot of
Scully
things.
says they're worried about me. Listen, I'm fine. I have a lot of sensory issues. And the sensory transition of going from dry to like, once I'm in the shower, great. But then I don't want to get out. But I have to mentally prepare myself to get into the shower.
Honey.
A little bit. It's a lot.
Shower?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm on meds.
Clearly not fine.
Clearly
We
not
should
fine.
bring this up in therapy.
I
in the
probably
next-
should.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You're
Okay.
like, I need to unpack something. I just realized about myself. Not realized.
Due to
but-
my podcast.
I have started
Brush away.
showering more because I started going to the gym
Congratulations.
again.
There you go.
That helps. That helps.
Yeah, good reason.
Yes.
But I also have kind of oily hair because white. So
Is that a thing of Caucasian?
I don't know, or greasy.
I don't know. I wash my hair every other day. So who's
Yeah.
to say?
Who's to say?
So I use a lot of dry shampoo. Like literally
Mm.
when I was working in a salon, which makes this even worse. My saying was, it's dry shampoo and a prayer.
Oh no.
Is my
honey.
hair almost every day.
Okay, but that's not these days.
Oh, still.
Okay. We're gonna check
my
in on
other
you more
trick
often.
is- no. My other
Like,
trick.
have you showered today?
Right.
You need Kelly's reminders. She's a reminder girl. Who's
I
a reminder
love
girl?
a reminder.
My other trick is I will this is why I got bangs. This is the real reason I got bangs. I'm so sorry. I keep touching the table and my mic.
Just sit back.
I'm just so Italian
We talk with our hands.
with my hands. My other trick is I wear my hair in a ponytail or in a claw clip and I only wash my bangs.
Oh.
Wash them in the sink. Blow them dry. You'll look fresh.
Oh no, honey. Oh no, honey.
Does my hair
I
look
am
dirty?
a little no.
No.
What do you think I did this morning?
I'm going to say
Didn't
washed your
shower.
bangs.
I didn't shower.
I don't think
All
we
right.
should be able to tell though.
You can't.
You can't. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your answer?
My answer is like an every 2 day kind of situation. I think.
Yeah.
But there was a time towards the beginning of getting fired, like June, July.
Every day.
No.
Once a month.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
nasty. For
Oh
a
no!
while.
If my depression gets real bad, like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine if I went off meds
Yeah.
because I haven't been off meds now for over a year.
Yeah.
Especially since we got like my dosage really consistent and
Yeah.
all that. Like antidepressants, they're great.
So great.
I
If you're a millennial and not on an antidepressant,
right, Kelly.
Hi.
Someone has
I'm in
serotonin
awe.
naturally. What's
Well,
that like?
she's like,
Should I be on
was
some?
that Brittany Brodsky
Or-
face?
Yeah.
You know
Should
what?
I be on them? At times, probably yes.
Probably is.
I literally don't know how a sane person isn't at this point because this world of ours,
It's dark.
Wild.
she's wild.
Yeah, she wildin'.
I will say though, kind of going back to the showers.
Yeah.
It like is a big reset for me.
Mm.
So I don't feel good. I'm gonna go take a shower. My head hurts. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Oh, interesting.
So
I'm not that way. Huh.
But also,
What is my thing?
I'm
that I
really
don't-
bad
I don't
about
smoke
taking
weed.
far too hot of showers.
I do love a
Like-
hot.
Scalding.
But
I want
only
my
when it's
skin
freezing
to-
outside.
No, year round.
They both go.
No. That
Year round, like it's
Yeah.
117
Don't
outside.
matter.
You're like hot shower.
Yep.
I mean, I'll like a cold shower to like cool down, but like
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go to bed. I want to kind of be a little toasty.
It has to be
Scalding.
freezing in my house for me to want to do that.
We keep our air conditioning.
My house
You,
is
cold.
you guys
cold,
keep your
and
air
that's
so
glorious.
cold. and
There are
it's
some
amazing.
things that you just have to be willing to pay for.
Yep.
100%.
And living in Arizona, air conditioning.
Yeah.
Is one of them.
And even in California, though, we're keeping our air at like 77.
Oh, yeah. No. 72.
77, 76. And we're paying $600 to $400 a month.
Ooh. Okay, that's disgusting. Ours, I don't think was that much better.
I live with our grandfather.
Oh. Well, and that house is built for Arizona heat, though.
Yes, because it's built
older
in the 70s when they were still building block houses.
Yeah.
And so it definitely keeps the cool in, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Especially now because we have reinforced the doors to stop letting the air up.
That's perfect.
Our mother is texting me.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I with the 2-story house, we have to keep it cold. Because if not,
100%.
Upstairs would be miserable. And that's where all the bedrooms are. So anyways.
What
are we talking about today?
I kind of really am interested in talking about the concept you had in our group chat, which was who
to get to know us better. Yeah, because I feel like it has some meaning to explain who this show is for. This show, in my mind, is for our past selves, our present selves, and our future selves. Like, I feel like me in the future would still be interested in hearing this podcast and our perspectives. And I don't really hear our unique opinions on podcasts or on social media, really. And I think the way to get to know us better, I disassociated for a hot second.
I saw you.
My lights shut out.
What? Oh,
you went somewhere and then
I went to a dark place. I went to a dark place.
I'm gonna leave that comment between Scully and I because that's hilarious.
To get to know our past selves better, I wanted to talk about high school. For me, a lot of my memories are very striking and present because of high school and the time of my life during that point. And anything before that is kind of murky. And I feel like I started at high school, really. My life kind of began there. So I want to hear more about who you were, what you did.
It's ridiculous.
And get to know high school Kelli better and high school Halsey better.
Well, as the one who is the freshest. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Please.
My 10-year reunion is next spring.
Next spring.
Are you going to go?
I have been added to the Facebook page. Mostly because the guy who was our class president or student body president, whatever, I don't know. I've known since we were 8 years old. We went to elementary school together too. So, and high school together. So he added me to the Facebook page. You wouldn't know him.
Oh.
Absolutely not. It's not like Brogan. He didn't go to Greenway.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know Brogan? Shout out to
Brogan.
Brogan.
Be naming names.
Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't know. There's a few people where I'm like, if I cared to know, we're friends on social media.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's pretty true for most of our generation of reunions aren't what they are for our parents, right? Because
they had no way of contacting each other, but very
but for the first you think about mom, right? Like mom graduated in 83 or 82, something like that.
Let me pull up the thingamajiggy.
But yeah, their generation didn't have social media to keep up with each other or even, really the internet. So our generation sees reunions a little differently. I think it would be different if it was my 20 year or something, but it's only been 10. And so it also just feels like.
Do they do 20-year reunions these days? I don't think I've ever seen that.
I went to my 10-year.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
And they're planning on doing a 20.
Oh, wow. Yeah. How was it?
Well, it rained the whole time and it was outside. So
that's Colorado for you.
It was good though. I mean, I never really kept in touch with anyone from high school. Yeah. Which we can, I guess, get into when it's my turn. But so
I think we're all just
yeah. It was fun to see people that I really hadn't
kept up with.
Yeah, I didn't really follow anyone, to be honest, that much before, and then kind of reconnected a little bit while we were there, and then started following them again. So now I follow them on Instagram and see what they're up to a little bit more. But Yeah.
It's just not, doesn't interest me as much anymore.
I mean, like, there's those people who you like
spy on.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I was going to say spite search.
Spite search. We love a spite search.
Like, I personally will not name names, but will say, like, the person who made my life a living hell freshman year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I happen to know is on marriage number 2.
Ooh.
And maybe that solidifies a little bit of my own, like, you know, like,
of course.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I understand.
I feel a little righteous in my
it's a human emotion.
Yeah. All right. So the questions you had written out, I can pull them up here. The first one is, hold please. Hold. And there it is. So, who were you back then?
Kelli.
I was still Kelli.
I'm going to say, I was also say we should say the years we were in high school.
Ooh, yeah.
I was
Date
in high
ourselves a
school
little bit.
from the years of 2009
Mm.
I was in high school.
I feel like your freshman year would
Fall
have been
of
2008 to 2009.
Yeah. Fall of 2008.
Uh-huh.
I graduated spring of 2012.
Yeah.
High school me was, I would say, kind of friends with everybody and nobody at the same time, if that makes sense.
Same.
Friendly girl.
Yeah. I would say I also went to a very small school.
How small?
My graduating class was maybe a little over 200.
Okay. Half my graduating class.
Yeah.
Ish. I mean, I knew everyone that I went to school with.
Intimately.
Yeah. Because
too well.
and had you grown up with them in each era of school?
Yeah. So where I'm from, there are 3 elementary schools. I lived in Colorado Springs at that time, so I didn't go to elementary school with all these kids.
Yeah.
But I moved to Woodland Park when I was going into 6th grade.
Mm.
So all the 3 elementary schools went into one middle school that went into one high school.
Oh my God.
So I was with them for 6 years.
Yeah.
But
That's a long time.
That's a long time. No wonder you wanted to get out of the state
like,
for school.
bye.
For college.
For college, yeah.
Yeah.
And deuces.
And like, I mean,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
The bye reminded me that Grace Helbig started chemo today.
She's been doing chemo.
No, it like started today.
No, she's been doing chemo.
I just saw it on my TikTok feed.
Yeah, no, she's been in chemo for like a month.
It just made me so sad, but like excited, but sad for her. Huh?
We're gonna look it up.
Scully's gonna look it up.
Scully's gonna look it up. Anyways,
Fact check.
So me, yeah. What was I saying? I was friends with everybody, nobody. I think like every like cliche school, there's like all the different little cliques.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I was, because it was also a small school, friends with
all of
everyone.
Oh,
so
you,
like just kind
floated.
of bumped around,
Yeah.
to whichever group of people I wanted to be a part of. But
I can resonate
Same.
with that.
I think I ate lunch with a different table almost every day.
yeah.
I had my own table, but I definitely could be friends with any of
Yeah.
the cliques.
But like my family was so involved with camp and
Yeah.
everything there that I didn't really do a lot of outside of school stuff with people,
Like other
Oh.
extracurriculars and stuff.
or like hanging out at people's houses.
Mm.
That
Because
much.
you always had camp stuff to
Yeah.
get back to.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I
that's
did
fun.
hang out with some friends
Yeah.
and stuff, but like
Were
not
they
as much as
associated with
others.
camp?
No.
Oh, okay.
Diagnosed in July. We know that, but we wanted to know when she started chemo.
For some reason, I'm just getting her TikToks, Grace
Yeah.
Helbig's TikToks. We say bye just like her.
Bye.
I just love her.
I love her so much. Always have, always will.
The OG.
Oh, jeez. All right, memes.
So yeah.
Did you see Hannah's getting a divorce? Or they got divorced?
Who's Hannah?
Hannah Hart.
I didn't know Hannah was married.
Yeah, she married Ella, who was on BuzzFeed.
I did not know that.
Okay, never mind.
I think
back
I
to high
remember
school.
them dating. YouTube things.
Yeah.
YouTube things. And
Their
maybe
wedding got like delayed because of 2020, but they are getting a
Oh.
divorce. Anyways,
I did not. I don't really follow them anymore.
Yeah.
How long? Okay, you already asked. You already answered how long it has been since you graduated.
11 years.
What is different
12 years.
about you, and what is the same from high school you?
Me, I'm still answering.
yeah. We're focused on you.
Oh, so focused.
You're on the hot seat.
I would honestly wait. What was the question? What's the same and what's different? About me?
Yeah.
What would you say is different, but what would you say stayed the same?
I don't think I'm at all the person that I was in high school.
How so? What's so different?
I think I am. I don't know. I think I kind of just was able to come into my own by moving away and not getting stuck in a small town like a lot of people do. And I think that I lived a very closed life growing up.
Yeah.
And I think that moving has just opened my eyes to life
so much
and the world.
Well, especially since you moved away right at 18.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. So I think people that I was friends with in high school, if they met me today, I wouldn't be the same person that I like. They'd have to get to know me again because I don't really think I'm at all the same.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing.
Oh, not at all.
So
growth.
Yeah.
Growth.
I think I'm a better person because I think I'm more open-minded than I was when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, think also, what year did you graduate again? 2012. I mean, think about that time in our society and like world too, of you coming into your own young adulthood and also experiencing like such radical
and a fun idea.
Change.
Scully, could you please look up the top #1 song for 2012, 2010, and 2014, which are 2008, 2012, and 2014, which are the years we graduated.
I graduated in 2008.
2008?
She did. She graduated right before you started high school.
So I graduated 8th grade.
Oh, no. Yeah,
yes,
08
Scully.
to 12 was my college years.
Yeah. So I thought we would each answer like those first 3 questions and then kind of move on to the second set.
That sounds good.
So me, hi. I was in high school.
You have to wait.
You have to
Yes,
wait.
ma'am.
You're the oldest. I was in high school from 2010 to 2014. So Kelly and I had a little crossover.
Yeah.
Kelly, the #1 song.
That's 2008.
Oh, so Bailey, the top song in 2008 was "Low" by Flo Rida featuring T-Pain.
I feel like
which Bailey and I used to have low competitions.
Oh,
I can't do those no more.
I cannot do those anymore.
I can't do those no more.
2012 is Somebody That I Used to Know.
Love.
Gautier featuring Kimbra.
That song has like a little resurgence
wonder.
happening on TikTok right now, and it makes me
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they're making fun of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis's apology video.
Oh, that makes sense.
And 2014 was Happy by Pharrell Williams. Woof.
I hate that song because it was so
overplayed.
It was everywhere.
And it still is to this day. Like, it comes on way too often.
Do you know what our football song
in
was?
the grocery store every time. What was the next question?
So I was in high school from 2010 to 2014.
Mm-hmm.
We were the class of swag because the 1 and the 4 became part of the W and the A. Yeah, it's rough. Listen, Justin Bieber still had his OG hair.
Who?
Justin Bieber.
Oh,
the beads.
He cut it while I was in high school.
Oh no.
Oh, from the bowl cut?
Yes. He still had his
swoosh.
His swoosh
flip. Which our brother had, before Justin Bieber made it.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah. He used to have like hurt neck muscles from
or really strong neck.
Just one
side
bulging muscle.
Yeah.
Hey, Drizzy, you should swoosh to the other side.
Can't my neck's too weak.
Like
a weird thing.
What is that muscle? Is that your traps? Like the
I don't even know what you're doing, but I love it.
Like the really swole dudes who've got like, check out my traps, and they've got like where their neck
is poking them.
Yeah,
they have like
where they have a second set of shoulders.
I don't understand it.
It looks like another little man is growing out.
It kind of does.
It
actually.
does. Anyways, how long has it been since you graduated? 9 years. It is traps. Scully says, thank you. I know my shit.
I work out.
Yeah, it's been 9 years, which is weird. I've been out of high school twice the amount of time I was in it. What about you is different and what about you is the same? So our last question for this part is also, what would you go back and change if you could? And I feel like my answer for both of those things is the same thing. I was really like hard-hearted for all of high school, I think, because trauma. But also I was very much in the closet. And still actively in the church and all those things, and like going through a lot of hard stuff with our family, and just there was a lot of change. I was also like, you and our brother are 7 and 5 years older than me, so you guys were basically, you know, you were kind of living at home, but you were really most of the time they were both gone. So I mean, you get it, you have the same exact age differences.
Same age gap
So I had like 4 years at home with basically just me and our parents while they were also going through the end of their marriage. And so it was like a very like isolating few years in a lot of ways. And so I was just really like rough. Like I was just hard. And I know like it didn't help. Like I was being bullied terribly and my attitude towards it didn't help, right? Like it just made it worse. Like my responses just made their responses worse, right? Like it was just not fun. So I think I would go back and have conversations with little me about to stay soft. That my softness wasn't a weakness. And that I mean, there's people I probably like could have been friends with, but at that time I was like, no, I'm good. What
about you is different? What about you is the same?
I think I am softer. I think I got, especially like through therapy and just growth and getting older, and also moving out of the house where a lot of like the hard stuff happened, getting to experience life outside of that environment helped a lot. And just I moved to the Caribbean for 6 months when I was 19. I moved to Eastern Europe for a year when I was for all of 2021. I got to have experiences both outside of Arizona and outside of the country that helped me realize like just how small that season really is. I think especially once you're on the other side of it. For any listeners maybe one day who are in high school, it'll end. It's 4 years and it's a blip and it's this small little,
but you don't believe it until you're out of the blip.
No, of course not. Like, but
my leg is falling asleep.
And I like, especially because I was a youth leader for so long too. And what I would tell my students all the time was, poor Heidi. What I would tell my students all the time is like, these years are not forever. Yeah. But the decisions you make during those years feel so weighted. Permanent. Every choice you make during that time feels like it's the most important choice you're ever going to make.
Excuse me. But I feel like that is a product of our environment of like a very religious, conservative background.
Yeah.
You're made to feel that like every single thing that you do is weighted in the worst of worst. Yeah. And any decision that you make will be life-changing. Yeah. From a purity ring on your finger to what college you go to.
we both took the deepest sigh and take a purity ring.
Passport to purity, anyone? Passport to purity, 100%.
Oh, let's talk about how I wasn't taken on a purity weekend, but I gave myself a purity ring.
Oof. You chose that choice.
Honorable.
I chose that choice. What the reality was I was very gay. And wanted an excuse to be able to turn boys down.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
The Lord.
I am saving myself.
So sorry.
So sorry. I am married to Jesus. Ooh. Yeah. Man, and the Jonas Brothers made it so cool.
Did they though?
But
they're all closeted and you freaking know it.
Oh, they are not.
I love the conspiracy that Joe Jonas is closeted.
No,
And
it's Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas. Sorry, I don't know their names. They all look the same, except for the wonky one.
Don't talk about Kevin.
You all have.
Don't talk about him that way.
How did you? I didn't even say his name, and you knew which one I was thinking about.
Have you watched their TV show?
No, absolutely not.
The Keeping Up Jonas. Oh,
no. Claim to Fame.
Claim to Fame. Mom and I tried to watch it. It's so bad. So it's a reality show that Kevin and the bonus Jonas,
Frankie.
aka Frankie Jonas, if you don't know who that is their youngest brother.
He's on the TikTok.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
They started a TV show together about basically the whole premise is people come on if they have a famous relative and they are trying to keep that famous relative a secret.
Oh, I saw clips of this on TikTok and it was so
because
dumb.
You saw the Tom Hanks relative.
Yes, and she freaked out
because she got found out
first. That was week
first.
1?
That was week 1.
It was the first episode.
Listen,
holy moly.
There's been 2 seasons and I watched both of them.
What?
Yeah. Mom and I started watching the first season.
I can't pinpoint your tastes, Kelly.
I don't think I can pinpoint my tastes either.
Is it just like whimming through Netflix? Whatever looks good? Or how do you choose the things that you choose?
So that one I chose solely on the fact that Jonas family members were
Kelly and I did see the Jonas Brothers.
We did
kind of together.
We've all kind of seen them.
So the Jonas Brothers were my first real concert when I was 13 years old.
I lovingly.
Bailey took me. It was the Burning Up tour, 2008.
Oh, come 2019.
Yep.
We went
and then
again.
come 2019, almost exactly a decade later, we went again.
Yeah.
Did they get better with time?
It was a fun show. Like it wasn't like
seen them before.
It was. I had a blast.
I'm happy.
They did a good amount of throwbacks.
Yeah.
And a good mix of like the newer album at the time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think the majority of what I watch, is honestly like people are like, I'm watching this show. I'm like, I'll watch it so we have something to talk about.
Same.
And then I watch all 8 seasons of whatever it is, and then I'm like,
and then we can
that's
talk about
such
it.
a commitment.
And that's how we have a Bravo addiction.
Yes.
A birth.
yes.
I can't
So
relate. I'm so sorry.
What?
To Bravo. I tried.
Oh, you
I've
don't do
never
follow
watched any
Bravos?
Real Housewives before, though.
I've watched my fair share. I watched when we first got cable, Housewives of OC started. And Mom watched it. My mom watched it. And I would sneaky watch it with her. And then that's how I would sneaky watch the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Even though it was inappropriate.
Yeah.
We watched Gilmore Girls with Mom, like while it was
Eventually,
airing.
yes.
Well, yeah.
But she didn't used to let us watch it.
I mean, do you remember?
And
this is a
sneaky
fun
watching
one.
Laguna Beach.
Do you remember when we had to stop watching Seventh Heaven because it got too risque?
Oh no.
There were later seasons of Seventh Heaven that in our childhood we were not allowed to watch them.
I mean, the actor that played the father did turn out to be like
an actual pedophile.
Person.
Yeah, no, for sure.
An actual
Yeah,
pedophile.
for
So
sure,
we don't need to watch that.
No, we don't need to. But I just find it so funny that we were literally not allowed to watch the show that was about conservative Christians.
Church, family pastor.
Yeah. And no, it was mostly because Simon got too rebellious.
Oh. I feel like Ruthie did too.
Ruthie did too.
There's
also
why
a really
do I
weird
remember the names of the
storyline.
characters?
Why do you remember
I have no
the
idea.
names?
That's honestly the only one I can remember.
I can't remember any of their names.
I had a
Lucy.
big old crush on Ruthie.
Oh.
Oh. The curls.
What were we talking about? Oh, high school.
Who were you in high school?
Who was I in high school?
You graduated
In 2008.
2008. So yeah, freshman in 2004. Be nice. Be nice. Sorry, I hit the mic. I'm not old. I'm a ripe 33.
Yeah, she's not old.
Elderly.
You're young.
At heart.
You're youthful.
I do feel the youngest I've ever felt.
Really?
Which I'm very proud of. That is something
because you were
that's
like a
very
grandma
different.
teenager.
I was a I had horrible self-esteem, horrible body image issues. I put on all of my weight in high school and college from trauma. So I ate my way through it.
As we do.
As we do.
We do.
I would get These were dark days.
What was your guilty?
I was gonna say, what's your binge?
When I first, because I wasn't an RA, I was a CA.
Binge eating.
Because ASU had CAs. Do you know what they were?
No.
The community advocates or community associates, something like that. Community based. So there was resident assistants.
Who she had to live with.
Who I had to live with.
Who was a nightmare.
She was, you know what? I actually apologized to her in a DM on Facebook. Never have heard back from her, which is totally fine. Because I was a nightmare in college. Like, fully in my traumatic days. I was like reliving it, not having therapy, not real therapy. Having my abuser be the person that I had to live with for a portion of my life. Mm-hmm. And then I moved out for the first time ever to be a CA, which is all about community and culture.
Yes.
And you were like 20.
No.
19.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're right. 20.
No, you were 20
I turned 21 when I was in the dorms.
Yeah.
Binging like you've never seen. I had this
trigger
is a trigger warning.
Yeah.
Which we will put in the description of this
binge
episode.
eating.
For binge eating. And I didn't know what I was doing, obviously. But I would get those huge tubs of ice cream at
the cookies and
Safeways.
cream.
The cookies and cream.
It's because that was our childhood ice cream.
Oh, I love that ice cream so much.
Do you know it's the clear
like
bucket?
the clear buckets.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The clear bucket of cookies and cream?
Dark.
Dark.
No.
Dark times.
High school wasn't dark. I loved high school. I was involved in everything. I had a very, very like pristine and buttoned up persona of being a perfectionist and someone who wanted to do big things. But I was also like,
of course.
Yeah.
No, you were.
I was.
Here's the thing. My clearest memory of you in high school, because granted, I was 10 when you were 17.
I must have seemed like a monster.
Well, and we shared a bedroom until you were 17 years old. And I was 10. And that was not great. For this youngest child, messy third born, and the type A firstborn oldest daughter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My hands have to go off the table because I touched it too much.
Sorry.
Anyways, my clearest memory of you in high school is from your junior year.
Okay.
You got your first B.
B.
She got a B.
Oh no.
She had never gotten below an A in all of school. Thank you. And she got a B junior year of high school.
It got so quiet just now.
She imploded. I mean, it was bad. Like, she melted
You were
down.
hard on yourself about it, or were your parents upset?
Well, that was the whole thing. There was like, Mom and I have talked about it. Like, she was impossible to punish or like to ground or anything because she would beat herself up more than anybody else could.
Yeah, get closer to the mic.
Sorry.
My parents paid us.
Right.
Am I scaring you?
Yeah, a little bit. You're so red.
I'm red?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just being an asshole. But yeah, like, you were far harder on yourself than anybody else could ever be. And which is probably true for a lot of people, but
oh, for sure. Especially during that era.
Really did
so
it.
You were hard on yourself grade wise, and you got a B as a junior. Sophomore, whatever.
Junior.
I don't even know.
No.
I don't
so
remember
any
any of it.
No, not hard for me. It was hard to live up to. Because like by the time our parents got to me, like I was a C's get degrees kid. Like I was the like as long as I passed, our parents were happy.
Yeah.
By the time like I didn't know I was graduating until 2 weeks before graduation. Which I don't know if either of you know. But because I was fully failing senior English. I didn't like the teacher. I would also do this really weird thing, and it's a very ADD kid of me, where I would do my homework and not turn it in. Oh. Like I would just leave it in my backpack. And I had done this since elementary school. Yeah. This was just like a thing I did, and I don't know why. And so it got to the point, I mean, this teacher, we had like a rivalry by the end of my senior year.
Yeah.
And I went to him about 2 weeks before graduation, maybe 3, and said, like, what can I do? And he said, turn all of this work in and I'll give you half credit. I do not want to see you next year. And I said, okay.
Arizona education for you.
Scully, yeah. Hoarder tendencies. Shut up.
My oldest sister graduated a year early.
Oh, whoa. I didn't know that.
So she was very smart.
Yeah.
And also kind of hard to live up to.
Yeah, overachieving older sisters, man.
My parents gave us money for our grades, so.
Oh,
oof!
Wow, that would have been nice.
Yeah,
shoot,
you would have been a
millionaire.
millionaire.
I don't have any recollection of like what the dollars amount were, but
$1 for an A, 5 cents for a B.
Oh, that's
a little more than that.
Yeah, that's not worth it for me.
But yeah, we get money from our report cards.
I don't even remember feeling smart in all of high school. That's what's really crazy. I remember feeling like I struggled and wasn't very smart all through high school because I surrounded myself in my core circle with extremely intelligent women, mostly. And I wanted
AP kids.
Yeah, AP kids and
which a lot of my
kids.
Friends in high school were too.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, was also friends with a lot of kids.
Were you guys
in
like
AP?
Part of theater?
Yes. Well, I did it for all of
year.
high school.
She did it for all of high school. Our brother did it for 1 year or 2 years.
2 years.
Like
2
on
years.
stage or backstage?
Both.
Brother did it for backstage. I did mostly on stage and a little bit backstage.
And I did both.
My claim to fame was I was the lead in the fall play when I was a freshman.
What was the play? Do you remember?
Of course I do.
She's a theater kid.
Here's the theater kid.
And scene.
And scene. It was The Odd Couple. We did both the male and female version.
Oh,
I was
that's
the
right.
lead in the female version.
Our brother won an award for sound design at the state champions.
Yeah.
We are theater kids.
I've heard
really
that
are.
fact.
I am a state thespian. We all are. Actually, we all earned our points.
Yeah, we all lettered.
Literally, no, I also
That's the only thing we could letter.
I honored courted in theater because I had honor chords at graduation because of theater.
I was in like choirs, music.
I cannot. No, I will not be singing.
I was in. It was called Madrigals.
Shut up, Scully.
I don't know if I've told you guys this before.
What?
I was in Madrigals choir. So
sorry. What?
I'll find a picture for you at some point.
Yes, you will.
Renaissance-y outfits. My mom and my grandma made my dress. And at Christmas time, we would do a performance dinner.
Yes.
And we had all Renaissance-y songs that we sang.
I need videos.
So everyone,
are there videos?
There might be some somewhere, but everyone,
VHS.
we sat on stage.
Yeah.
Everyone ate their dinner. We walked around. We had to speak in old time English. Then we would.
Your childhood. I can't. I love it.
And there was a play within the dinner show, and then we had more songs.
Wow.
And then there was also with the same group around Christmas time, we would go to.
Scully says,
"Your life is like
Kelly's life is like
a parfait. Everybody loves a parfait."
So we had these Christmas holiday home tours, and they would hire people to sing at these people's homes. That you just like go look at their Christmas decorations.
What is Colorado?
So
really, this place
dressed up in our Renaissance-y clothes at these random strangers' homes, singing for 4 hours.
Wait, is there snow that time of year?
Yeah,
shut and not paid.
Is your life was literally Little Women? Do you
maybe you
recognize this? So when we had our podcast weekend, we were trying to think of like the vibes that we all enjoy. And one of my favorite vibes that always feels like home is the attic from Little Women, where Joe writes, because it just is so cozy. There's only like 1 or 2 beds up there. And I just feel like community happens. Pillows and blankets and twinkle stars. I feel like I'm manifesting that studio for our future.
Yeah, I'd love it. But yeah, anyways, that was my. Oh my gosh. I never did theater. I just did.
You did church theater. No, like I feel like choir is theatrical.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're telling stories.
I did do a little theater, I guess, when I was a kid. But
I also did special effects makeup. That was my big thing in high school. We did Dracula. And I was the blood and gore special effects head. I got to make a bunch of blood packets and fake blood. I made gallons of fake blood. I also like my favorite thing I ever got to do was at the end, spoiler alert, Dracula gets staked, right? Sure. And so I rigged a thing so that our Dracula could press a syringe and blood would shoot out of the coffin.
Oh my God.
And it was sick.
And
there is
tight.
No video recording of that I have anyways. Or like, I mean, it probably exists. I bet my director probably has it, but
who knows?
No, I started doing theater in elementary school. I did readers theater all through elementary school.
I didn't do it all through elementary school. We had like my saddest childhood, not my saddest childhood memory. I have way more than this. My like biggest regret of my childhood.
You made snort.
Not even my biggest regret. Why do I keep saying these?
Yeah.
I tried out for a Chronicles of Narnia play in this old mall in Phoenix. And
I know nothing about this.
I know. It's one of my youngest memories too, which is super weird because I was like 8, maybe 9.
Yeah.
And we all had like to do a group audition to just like be the animals and like get all the little parts. Yeah. But the longer that you stayed meant the bigger the role that you were going to get by the end of the day. And I was getting to the end of the day.
She was gonna be Lucy.
I don't know. Who knows? I made a friend that day and she was really sweet and we hit it off. I don't remember her name, but I remember she was Hispanic and she had black hair, like charcoal black hair.
I was literally about to say, and this girl was Jordan Sparks.
No, I did meet her though.
Yeah. You went to college with her best friend.
I did go to college with her best friend, and her best friend's name is Bailey.
Bailey, pull back 6 inches.
No.
Is it a man 6 inches or a woman 6 inches? Because that's a different measurement.
That's not good.
It's funny.
This friend was sad.
Yeah.
And she didn't get a part. Oh. And she got sent away early-ish in the day. Mm-hmm. And she was waiting for her mom. And to make her feel better, I like went on a walk with her to go like look at the stores and then come back and wait.
You missed the rest of the audition.
I missed the call.
Oh, no.
They come out to like say your name to come back for another part of the audition, and I missed.
You could have been.
Who could I have
the
been?
next Drew Barrymore.
Oh, I don't want to be Drew Barrymore right now.
I did I don't know if I need to tell this story. I did a talent thing.
Yeah.
You know how like on the radio they're like, come down to this hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, for the Disney auditions.
Yes.
Yeah. Shut up.
Something like that.
Yeah, the Nickelodeon Disney auditions. You don't remember those?
It was something similar to that. It was like Star Search, and they were searching for actors, models.
I don't think I ever could go do that.
So I did it, and I sang at it, and they were like, okay, we think you would be good for print and catalog, whatever.
Oh, shoot.
So like you come, because we think you're going to be so good now, whatever. Like now,
talented.
Come to this week in Florida
that you have to pay for.
That you have to pay
it's
for
all a
out of
scam.
pocket.
Like it's all that you have to pay for these classes.
No. Yeah. So I was very upset because I was like, that was gonna be my big break.
That was it. I feel like we've all had those moments.
Yeah.
And like, because you were gonna get to like do all these classes and meet with like talent agencies and
oh my gosh,
what could have been, you know?
Yeah.
But
mine was I really wanted to do pageants, and Mom was
what?
Yeah, I wanted to do pageants at I think it was like 9 or 10, and Mom like humbled me real quick. Because you know they would send out those mailers.
You have a voice for radio.
Oh, you mean a face for radio?
Oh,
and that's the joke.
Well, I was trying to make it a positive.
Okay. No, because they used to send out those mailers for like the local. This is a very clear memory for me. And
evidently.
Listen, I remember really weird bits of my childhood, and then the rest is
muddy,
blocked out.
I know, same.
Yeah. But yeah, they would send out these mailers, and it was like specifically for pageants. And I like begged Mom one day, I just like really remember this, and she'd be like, "Oh, honey, no." One, because it's so much money to be a pageant kid.
100%.
Like it's insane. I didn't have the teeth for it, and our parents were not paying for flippers.
Ooh.
Do you know what flippers are?
Yeah, I know what flippers are.
Do you know what flippers
yes,
are? Okay.
I have watched my fair share.
Yeah, Princess or
I bet that's something
Dollars
you
and
Tiaras. Are you in like the sister wives? Oh man, that world is insane.
My friend went to high school with.
That's right. Have I even answered any of the questions? Yeah. My ADHD is so bad.
What was the same and what was different? What was you different?
What was you different?
Me was different because
words, you know.
What do we quitting right now.
Will you guys?
But what are we doing to quit you right now on a podcast?
I think that my values are the same. You guys.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Your values are the same.
Yeah. And the things that I fight for are the same.
Yeah.
I'm kind of proud that my stances on things, both politically and religiously, have kind of always stayed the same. Where I wanted to fight for people's rights and also represent and be loud for people that couldn't be loud.
Speaking of Kelli, did you partake in Coney 2012?
Coney 2012? Were you part of that mess?
No.
Oh,
I still have the t-shirt.
I know. I literally saw it in the box.
into a quilt.
I really feel like I didn't know anything that was going on in the world. Yeah, because you were
disconnected.
Well, I guess you would have been a senior. It would have been your senior year.
Yeah. But like
the internet.
I didn't spend a lot of time on the internet as a kid. I didn't have the option to.
Yeah.
And
I spent too much time on
for like a chunk of, I mean, I did like
AOL
MySpace.
I did AOL, MySpace.
Yeah.
Club
I was in a
Penguin,
lot of chat rooms that no child should have been in.
There was a girl. We rode the bus together.
Oh no. I put it by your nose.
We would ride the bus together and then we'd say like, I'd get off first. I'll see you in a little bit at the club.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin. No, but like the igloo.
Yeah, the igloo club.
And
for sure. The dance club.
Penguin, and we would find each other and we would play.
Yes, absolutely.
I loved that.
For sure.
Neopets for me, man.
I loved Neopets.
I loved Neopets. And Putt-Putt.
I want the Nancy Drew games because we never had them at our house, but I used to play them at like my childhood best friend's house.
Are they scary?
No, I mean they were like spooky,
yeah.
But they're like point and click, so they're super easy.
Yeah.
But there are different levels. But there is a girl who already streams them, so I feel like that content's already like a thing.
Yeah. Don't think that way though.
I know.
Here's the thing about the internet these days. The internet's a big fucking place. Excuse my language. And you are still the only Halsey in the world. So like there's no one that can bring the kind of content that you can.
Yeah.
And this is why I wanted to start a podcast because yes, there are many podcasts out there.
Yeah.
But none of them are hosted by me, Kelli, and Halsey. And we have very unique stories, very unique ways of seeing the world because we came from very conservative religious backgrounds.
Yeah.
All three of us have our own unique religious traumas or other traumas in general.
Or no traumas. Sometimes it's okay for us to not talk about trauma.
Yeah, for sure. But I just wanted that kind of perspective out in the world and for a chance to kind of capture it for other people and find community in that way. Because I think the hardest part for me of not being in that church background anymore and stepping away from it is that I don't really have a place to create community.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of creating community only at work. It's very unhealthy to mix both of those worlds. I have met some of my sweetest, most bestest friends from work and are still friends to this day. Just went to a wedding in Maine. In Portland,
Beautiful
Maine.
Wedding.
Oh my God. Gorgeous.
Yes.
From an ex-coworker. But our relationship, that one specifically, got better because I left that job.
Yeah.
Oh, get close to the mic, baby.
Sorry, I said
get all up in it.
Get all up in it. Back to the question. Yes. So my political thoughts and things that I fight for, I think are very, very the same. The things that are different is like you, everything else.
Yeah.
I would not recognize high school Bailey because she was a very sad, very broken little girl who only thought that her only way out was to be as smart as possible.
Yeah. Strive. Be
work harder. Statue.
If you're better, if you work harder, if you're better, you'll
money.
Get out.
That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
For literally 12 years of my life, a decade of my life. I'm so excited to not be that person anymore. I do love money, though.
Money's great.
Don't get me wrong. I do love a dollar.
Yeah.
Make a holla.
AKA, hi, please subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the things that we talked through during our podcast camp so that people can start to see where we're headed. Because this recording session has been we're just talking about whatever the hell we want to talk about and vibing.
Yeah.
James and I just got here tonight because I wanted James, my husband, to kind of see what this is all about. My husband. But we want to kind of start creating our own content out in the world. All of us want to get into streaming in our own way.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of adjacently been interested in it for years, but only as viewers. Now we kind of want to be the doers.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
The movers and shakers. If you want.
Movers and shakers.
Shimmy.
But also to find community.
Is that your moving and shaking?
Yeah.
Mine instantly was shimmy. Just a little shoulder shimmy.
I like it.
What?
They're not even the high ones. I just want to put that out there. Again, I'm the high one in this situation.
I'm so sorry to headphone users. My laugh is terrible.
It's not terrible. I love your
No,
laugh.
it's just so loud.
First and foremost, I want to create community in this room in a way that we've never tried before. And I think whatever we create will be a magnet for others who want to, I don't know, be in the space with us in the things that we're interested in and hear about our lives and see content and see the world through our eyes. My goal in this life is just to seek joy in whatever way possible. And I'm okay with radical change to be able to get to live a life that's happy.
Yeah. I agree.
Facts.
Ditto.
All facts. No
Should we take a break?
Yeah.
Scully?
Yeah. Scully says we need to take a break and to just end.
Yeah.
So
I need an upper. I'm just kidding.
I'm Halsey.
Yeah.
I'm Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Kelly still has not seen the
I
Barbie
haven't
movie.
seen it yet.
I'm gonna
Just go
kidnap
see
you
it
and
tomorrow.
no, we got
Or
other
we
stuff we
could
gotta do
just-
tomorrow. We can stream it
Stream
now.
it now.
You gotta
It's
pay for it.
$30.
To buy
But
it.
I mean, okay,
Worth
if we
it.
go to the
Own it.
theater
It's
That's
$30.
$30.
Yeah.
Let's all
Anyways.
pitch in.
and we
I'm
get our
Halsey.
own snacks.
Why are you saying your name?
Because I'm trying to,
She's trying to
wrap it up.
I
Cut
love how she's
it
saying
out.
that as if that's how we wrap up
I'm
things.
Halsey.
I'm Halsey. Deadpan stare into camera, but the camera is that she's looking at is my face.
The Scully joke that made me snort laugh earlier was that you have gymmed into the camera like 15
I know.
times.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Okay.
I want to connect
I've been
with
pulling
the
one of
people.
these. It's just every 30 minutes or so.
We're still here.
Here's what I'm so excited about.
Wrapping it up. Okay.
I'm so excited to see how our personalities mold and meld into each other.
We've already been like finishing, like having these like same
other's
brain
sentences.
things.
Oh.
Huh? What? Your sentences.
Finish each other's sandwiches. Okay.
So
We need water.
anyways, you can find us on social media,
Yeah. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Patreon.
soon to be Patreon,
Yeah.
soon to be Twitch. All the things, on all things, blood and contracts.
Blood and contracts. Yeah, that's right. We had an original idea and
What?
it was open.
And it was open on everything. And that's how we knew meant to be.
And
Meant to be.
Meant to
TikTok.
be.
You didn't say TikTok.
There's 3 of us.
She
There's
did.
hopefully many of you.
Soon.
And in 3, 2, 1, we'll do a Grace Helbig goodbye.
We didn't get to say our names.
Yeah. I'm Kelly.
I'm Bailey.
And I'm Halsey.